You're in Braves country.
Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks, changing speeds east and west, a gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright, the father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play, Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones. Andrew let her fly, and his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts, a plenty from Strider. The quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P's still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitchers lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler, Matzik, and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren, Skip Carey 2, Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren, Spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby, and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young, the game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Rama-Lama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Rum and Cokes.
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the pub call. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win. And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes, and the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam, ding dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead.
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Swung line drive left field. 1 run is in. Here comes Breen. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe.
You're in Braves country. If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to 1 strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first, and here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop all throughout Braves country. Pop that top. Braves have won it all!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose white stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Play ball!
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Well, the season's finally here, and the players hit the field.
Hey, howdy, hi, Braves Country Radio. The Armchair Quarterbacks are back for the Monday edition beginning September 29th. We'll be reacting to the world of football from the weekend and getting you set for the week ahead. We'll also be talking Major League Baseball all October long, switching gears to the MLB free agent trade hot stove season that begins when the World Series comes to its conclusion. It's the Armchair Quarterback Radio Show, Monday mornings, 9 a.m., right here on Braves Country Radio.
The armchair quarterback, he's full of beer and he's full of snacks. The all-American man with a cool one in his head. The wife.
Keep playing like this, we'll be the laughing stock of the league.
All right, boys, let's get back to basics. This is a baseball. The object of the game is to keep the baseball within the confines of the...
You're in Braves country.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set to bring you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. Here's your starting lineups for today's action. Leading off and playing shortstop for the Houston Astros, it's Pena. 15 home runs, 54 RBI, 20 stolen bases, batting .300. Batting second, designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 6 home runs, 27 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .274. Carlos Correa batting third, playing third. 13 home runs, 50 RBI, a .275 clip. Jose Altuve batting cleanup and playing second. He's got 25 home runs, 70 RBI, 9 stolen bases, batting .263. Jesus Sanchez batting fifth and in right field. 13 home runs, 43 RBI, 11 stolen bases, batting .245. Christian Walker batting sixth and at first. 22 home runs, 78 RBI, 2 stolen bases, batting .236. Myers is in center field and batting 7th. He's got 3 home runs, 24 RBI, 15 stolen bases, batting .304. Diaz is behind home plate and batting 8th. 19 home runs and 63 RBI, a .255 clip. He has 1 stolen base. Cole is in left field and batting 9th. The rookie, his debut, he was 3 for 4 yesterday with 1 home run and 4 RBI. So he's batting .750 on the year. On the mound for the Astros, Hunter Brown, 11-7 with a shiny 2.25 ERA and a 1.01 whip. 167 innings, 118 hits allowed, 190 strikeouts, 52 walks, 14 home runs served. He'll be going head-to-head with Bryce Elder, who's 7-9 and a 5.39 ERA. 1.41 whip, 138 innings, 146 strikeouts, 146 hits allowed, 111 strikeouts, 55 walks, 20 home runs served. Backing up Elder in the bottom of the first inning, lead off, and playing left field, it's the Jerkster, Jerickson Profar. 13 home runs, 39 RBI, 8 stolen bases, batting .257. Matt Olson batting second, playing first. 23 home runs, 61 RBI, 1 stolen base, batting .270. Ronald Acuna Jr. batting third and in right field. He's got 16 home runs, 33 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .276. Drake Baldwin is behind home plate and batting cleanup. He's got 15 home runs, 64 RBI, a .266 average. And Ozzie Albies is batting fifth and playing second. 16 home runs, 64 RBI, a .256 clip. Ha-Sung Kim batting sixth at short. 3 home runs, 9 RBI, 6 stolen bases, batting .217. Michael Harris II is batting seventh and patrolling center field for your Atlanta Braves. He's got 17 home runs, 79 RBI, 16 stolen bases, batting .240, Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. 20 home runs, 62 RBI, a .230 average. And Nacho Alvarez is batting ninth and at third. He's got 10 RBI, a .243 clip. Calling balls and strikes behind home plate tonight, Clint Vondrick. Your first base umpire, Tony Randazzo. Second base will be manned by Phil Cousy. And down the third base line, it's Dan Bellino. Game time temperatures here. Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. Here at first pitch, it is set to be at 7:15 tonight. We're expecting temperatures to start around 82, 83 degrees and dip into the 70s, with the wind blowing out to right at a mild 5 to 10 miles an hour. Your Atlanta Braves come in plus 121 on the money line. The over-under is 8.5. Our pick to click tonight. Put your click in the chat. Slap that like. And let's get ready, Braves Country. We'll go with everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio. And a special thanks to all the country club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe. Set those alerts and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the Country Club. Thank you to all the Country Club members. You help support Braves Country Radio. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste, perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball, no more measles, and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves Country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
You're in Braves Country.
evening, Braves country. We are wearing our home whites, the City Connect. White pants, white tops, blue shoulders, the A in blue outlined in red on the front. Blue cap with the white front and a blue A outlined in red. Blue bill. It is Atlanta City Connect's pretty much an homage to the Hank Aaron jerseys of the 70s. I remember when we first got them, they were killing us because they were saying they weren't very creative. I felt like we dodged a bullet because I was like, man, some of these City Connects are trash. Houston Astros are wearing orange tops, gray pants, numerals, names in blue outlined in white, Astros across the chest. So this is a home jersey that they're wearing tonight, kind of like when the Braves wear the Reds. Probably because Atlanta's wearing white. Not that you have the same thing to worry about with like football throwing interceptions or something. But if we could throw an interception, I'm sure the Braves will find a way to do it in 2025. We are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. And here we go. First pitch on the way. Yes, sir. It is baseball time in Braves country. And just like that, the ball is popped up. We'll put that up for a second as it comes in. Looks like it's ready to roll. And popped up, F8 in your scorecard. Michael Harris there. One away. One up, one down. Yordan Alvarez, the batter. A lot of y'all have been checking out college football today. Welcome into the world of baseball. Get you caught up on the scores in the world of baseball. First pitch on the way, 91 up top. Sinker first strike, it's over. Hello to everybody out there in Radio Land and also in our Braves Country Radio chat on YouTube. 0-1 right there for a strike. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. We will go ahead and welcome in our Facebook crowd here in a second. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Yak 'em. Sit him down, Joe. My fingers are so. 2 down. Good to catch Alvarez now when he's still trying to get warmed up off the IL than much later. Guy is a terror at the plate. Hopefully he doesn't heat up till after they leave us. Left to right across the outfield for the Braves is Profar, Harris, Acuna. Well, Profar, Harris, and Acuna, left to right. Around the horn, Nacho, Kim, Ozzie, and Olsen. Drake behind the plate. And of course, Elder on the bump. So just like it was last night, the batting order is exactly like last night. 1-0, down on the way to it. For the Astros, it's Pena, Alvarez, Correa to start the game off. Then you'll have Altuve, Sanchez, Walker, Myers, Diaz, and Kohler, the 7-8-9. Should have joined us late. 2-1 count. Infield back and to the left. 2-1. Elder brings it. Swing! Chops it down the line, foul. 2-2. The 2-2. There, 95 at the knees. Should have been a strike. Got a bum call from home plate umpire Clinton Vondra. That is nothing new. The payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it down the first base line, but just foul. We'll do it again. Bryce Elder, you don't know by now, he is a 4-pitch pitcher. He leans heavily on the slider and the sinker at about 80% of the time. Payoff. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. Bryce Elder also throws a four-seamer and a change. Pretty even split at about 20% of the time total. The payoff pitch, down and away, ball 4. So the blown call by Clint Vodrick will put a runner on the base here in the first. Braves nothing, Stros nothing. Jose Altuve, 25 home runs on the year. He clocked one last night. Here's the pitch. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, slider. Kind of half-hearted follow-through check swing. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Set. Outside wide, slider misses. 1-0. We'll pull the screen back so you can see what's going on there. One pitch, sinker misses high. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Elder lets her rip. Swing and a miss. Sinker up top, 92 miles an hour. So Elder one strike away from getting out of the jam. The 2-2 from Bryce. Swing lifts it into center. Taking a couple steps to his right. A little bit of a shuffle, maybe a two-step. Michael Harris makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. So even with the blown call by home plate umpire, Clint Vodrick, Elder's able to get out of the jam. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
It's a beautiful day for baseball. Hello again, everybody.
Hey, babe. I got pulled over on the way home.
Come on. Seriously?
Yes, I really did.
What was you doing?
I went 53 and a 35. I tried to tell him.
Where?
Just down the road. I was almost home. I tried to tell him I was dyslexic and...
Well, they don't give a
Yeah, I know that now.
Seriously? We'll have to get a lawyer.
We don't have to. I didn't get a ticket or anything.
What do you mean? They give you a warning?
Yeah, but, I mean, I flashed him.
Okay.
That got me out of the ticket.
Hell yeah.
You're not mad?
Not in the least.
Oh, I thought you were going to be so mad at me.
I should be thanking them, giving them hugs and kisses. You know how much money them things saved us?
A lot. Now that I have that on my conscience, I'm going shopping.
No. You didn't save us money.
I did.
That you were going to cost us in the beginning.
But then I saved it, so I might as well, treat myself.
As he learned to play the game, he developed a technique on stealing bases. He developed a technique to figure out what pitchers were doing and what they gave him to steal a bag.
Lou Brock talked about the fear of the bag and how a lot of guys, especially after they've been running for a while, they ease it in a little bit. They only go, they know when it's not going to be that close. He said Ricky Henderson accelerates into the bag harder than any player in history. And people don't appreciate that because they think, oh, Ricky's a hot dog. But actually, he said, he's got to be one of the toughest players who ever played.
Well, you could say Ricky Henderson was a football player who played baseball because the way he ran the bases was like a fullback going through the line. The way he rounded the bases was like a wide receiver putting a move on the safety and running for a touchdown. All the things he did, you can kind of equate to the Ricky Henderson being a football player kind of guy.
You're home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Jerickson Profar leads us off. Hunter Brown fires high heat up and inside. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. fouls it back. Hunter Brown, he's had some ups and downs in his career, but he's figured it out, it seems. Last season and a half, he's been really good. First came onto the scene a few years ago in an outstanding tail end of the season, and then is the 1-1, 96. High out of the zone, 1-2, says Wagner. One-two count. So it appears he's calling him high today, and he's not giving the low strike in the zone. The 1-2. Swing, fouls it away, 97 miles an hour. We'll do it again. Same two teams will be back at it tomorrow. 1:35 first pitch will come on the air, about 1:15 to get you ready. The 1-2. Swing, chops a foul down the line into the Braves dugout. One-two count. Swing. Sizzles that foul back out of play. We'll do it again. One-two. Inside 2-2, four-seam fastball. Hunter Brown came on in 2022. Originally in the very tail end of the season with the Astros, the 2-2 swing, chops a foul. Do it again. In 2023, he ended up with an ERA north of 5. That was after a horrific beginning to his season. He ended up settling down. Never since then. Last year, his ERA was 3.49, and then, of course, today, he stands at 2.25 here towards the end of the full season. The 2-2. Swing chopper over Brown's head. Gonna have to hurry. Pena's got it, and he's safe! Jerkson Profar beats it out. Good hustle by the Jerk Store, baby. His hustle, Profar, pro good.
Well, the Jerk Store, Cole, they're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
Good to see everybody in the chat. Billy Sanford, are you eating tomatoes? Runner goes, throw on the way. They got him. Bad throw, but it leaned into tagging Profar on the wallet as he was sliding by. If that ball is on the bag and a good throw, it's actually going to be a stolen base. Wasn't a great jump, but Profar's got good speed. But as he slid, and Pena, by the way, great tag. Terrible throw by Diaz, but they lucked out because it hit Profar on the wallet before he could tag the base. Once again, if that ball's at the bag, he's going to slide under it. First pitch on the way off of that 0-1 is a strike up top, four-seam fastball. It's 0-2. That's one of those things, just shakes your head, you shake your head and go to the dugout because you know you had it stolen if something goofy didn't happen. The 0-2 in the dirt. Potted meat sandwich. Charlie, I don't think I want to know what that is. You talking about spam? You know spam, Sammy? The 1-2 count. Oh, Charlie, I was talking about putting the What's for Dinner up. I didn't mean to send that the first time I sent it early, and I have no way of looking at it when I do it that early. I was trying to type it out so I could just send it in the middle of the first inning, and I ended up hitting the wrong button, so that's why I was saying let's try this again. See what everybody's got kicking for dinner. The 1-2 count. Slaps it foul. Royals got a Philly Sammy. That is blasphemy to eat a Philly Sammy during any Braves broadcast. 1-2 count. Pitch to Olsen in the dirt. 2-2. Cunha stands on deck. We went with the pick to click with him. Really don't have a good pick on that because when it's all said and done, is the 2-2. Swing, slaps a foul. 2-2 once again. Hunter Brown is just such a dominant starting pitcher. You're really just hoping he lays one in the wrong spot to a couple of these guys when we get a lead. And Elder's been pitching well. And he can hold on to it. The 2-2 pitch. Hits it high into left field. Pretty deep, but not deep enough. It's going to be a fly ball out to Cole. The rookie makes the catch. F7 in your scorecard. 2 down. So an 8-pitch at bat there. There's a 9-pitch at bat to Profar. So he'll start Ronald Acuna Jr. 17 pitches into the game. And he could have a long at bat. Could really work to the Braves' advantage. First pitch to Acuna, 95 inside. Paints the black, Vondrick says. Acuna shakes his head. It's a 1. That's a borderline one there. You can't get too upset about that one. The 0-1. 96 just misses outside. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. 94 just misses the zone 2-1. Braves nothing, Astros nothing. The 2-1 pitch. Swing. Bangs it over to third. Should be an easy play. 5-3 put out. Correa to Walker, and that'll end the inning. Braves do run the pitch count up past 20 on Brown. We'll grab the gloves, and Elder go back to work here on a Saturday night.
What kind of names were these kids calling you at the pool?
Meathead, Fatso, Lard Butt, Wally the Whale.
Porky, Hog, Fat Ass, Double Wide, Butterball, those sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. It's a tough time for any kid, and especially now as he stands naked under the world out there in right field, and they taunt him and they chant his name.
He takes his cap off and reacts to it. It's just been a tough time.
I tell you, it's a tough business. And the chant continues, the taunt of Strawberry. High fly ball to Strawberry. Wind blowing it. One away. Boy, they're really on his case. Oh.
Armchair.
No one ever saw anything graceful or picturesque about Wagner on the diamond. His movements have been likened to the gambols of a caracoling elephant. He's so ungainly and so bow-legged that when he runs, his limbs seem to be moving in a circle after the fashion of a propeller. But he can run like the wind. New York American.
A Pennsylvania coal miner who had once hoped to become a barber, Wagner became a star in the Iron and Oil League, and in 1900 joined the Pittsburgh Pirates, where he played shortstop for 18 years. He hit better than 315 seasons in a row, stealing 722 bases, setting league records for at-bats and number of games played that stood for 4 decades.
Welcome back. First pitch from Bryce Elder was fouled back, sinker up top. It's 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. The 0-1 to Sanchez, former Atlanta Brave. Misses high, 1-1 count. Swing, chops it foul. 2. Sanchez steps out of the box, former Miami Marlin that came over with the Braves in the spring. Didn't last long with the Braves, but he's found a home in Houston. Not too shabby of a year, batting .245, 13 home runs. The 1-2, right there at the knees. Caught, looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. Sinker at the knees, bang, 2 away. Our second strikeout. The out-of-town scoreboard looks like this. Kansas City and the Phillies are tied at 4 in the 5th. They're in Pennsylvania. First pitch on the way to Christian Walker is 93 below the knees. Sinker. They're in Cleveland tonight. Is the 1-0. Hits up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. Walker continues his really good run here in this series. 109 miles an hour off the bat, a worm burner. In Cleveland tonight, the Guardians lead the White Sox 2-1 in the 6th. Minneapolis, the Guardians, the Twins, 0-0 with the Diamondbacks. Brewers and Cardinals start here in a little bit in Milwaukee. First pitch on the way is a sinker up top. It's 1. Later on tonight as well, Rockies are at the Padres, Dodgers at the Giants, Angels at the Mariners, and the Reds are at the A's. We do have quite a few games to go over that are already in the books. The sliders in the dirt, Jake Myers. Earlier today in Wrigley, the Rays beat the Cubs 5-4, the 1-1 in the dirt. 2. In Canada, Toronto 5, Baltimore 4, that's a final. Pirates beat the Nationals in our nation's capital today, 5-1. In South Beach, Marlins take game 2. First 2 games of the series against the Tigers, 6-4. 2-1, they go around, first base umpire. Tony Randazzo said he did, 2-2. Yankees held off the Red Sox 5-3 in Fenway, taking the first 2 of that. And the Rangers beat the Mets again, 3-2. And they're in danger of falling out of the wild card lead. They will go into tonight tied with the Giants as the Giants beat the Dodgers at 9:05 Eastern. You're going to have the Giants with the final slot in the NL wildcard. The 2-2 off the plate, 3-2. Reds and A's. Reds spit the bit last night. They lost in Sacramento. So there's still a game back. Depending on tonight's game, will either be a half game or a game and a half behind. Sinker, fouls away, full count. college football fans, it is a final in Knoxville. There was no defense between those two teams. Georgia won by 3 in overtime, 44-41. So if you had the dogs, you lost. They were giving up 3.5 to 4, depending where you were at. 3-2, runner goes. Doesn't matter, ball 4. The runner's on first and second, 1 out. And as they say in Vegas, it doesn't matter who wins the game, it matters who covers the spread. So first and second, 1 out now. Diaz will be the batter. The backstop for the Houston Astros. So he's a double play waiting to happen. He has catcher type speed. First pitch on the way. Sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. Swing, hits it up the middle. And the overshift will cause the Braves a run. Walker comes home to score. Braves are doing an overshift on double play depth. And they hit it right between the bag and where the shortstop should be sitting. Instead, it's an RBI single. 1-0 Houston. They had a huge weather delay down in South Florida. Miami and South Florida are just into the second quarter right now. Miami's leading that game pretty easily. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss to Cole. Zach Cole, who had a heck of a debut last night, went 3 for 4, a home run. His OPS is 2250 right now. You want off the plate, 1-1. He should retire and just tell everyone I've got nothing left to prove. I'm out. 1-1 count. Yeah, you got a couple of soft defenses there. It was like going like a knife through butter. The 2-1. Right there at the knees, outer edge, 2-2. They were being lauded by their defense. I'm like, be careful. When you start patting teams on the back that have played Cupcake City, you can't go by that. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got another one. Bryce Elder, 3 strikeouts. His over-under in the desert was 4.5 tonight. If he can get out of this mess, maybe the Braves can get him a run. He's not out of it yet. Top of the order comes back to the dish. It'll be Pena and Alvarez looming on deck. First pitch on the way. Bang, right there at the knee, slider. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it down and away, 1-1. I don't get what that means, Nathaniel, but okay. 1-1 count. Must be some reference I can get. Down and away, 2-1. Maybe laugh though. 2-1 count. Two on, 2 out. Pena flew out his first time up on the first pitch he saw. The 2-1 rips it into left field. That is down for a base hit. That will score at least 1 run. Profar getting the ball into the infield. Here comes the throw. It'll be nowhere near in time, and the Astros jumped out to a 3-0 lead. Bryce Elder leaving them hanging, spitting the bit. They are smacking them around. Granite's going to go out there and talk to him. Probably something to the effect of, I thought we were through this nonsense. You got a runner at second, 2 outs. I guess what you could say is, man, all the pressure's off now. There's nobody left on base. Just go ahead and go out there and pitch. So, Yordan Alvarez, the batter. Righty-lefty, first pitch on the way, swing and a miss at the slider. Down and in. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Brings it. Swing, swats it back down the line. It's 0-2. Braves trail 3-0. That's the bad news. The good news is we got a long way to go. Infield back into the right. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Blew it right by him with the hard heat, and that'll end the inning. Elder's got 4 strikeouts. He's just got to cut the base hits and runs down. We trail 3-0. Go to the bottom of the second. Let's get some, Braves country.
What kind of names were these kids calling you at the pool?
Meathead, Fatso, Lard Butt, Wally the Whale.
Porky, Hog, Fat Ass, Double Wide, Butterball, those sorts of things, right?
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing, Darryl, Darryl. It's a tough time for any kid, and especially now as he stands naked under the world out there in right field, and they taunt him and they chant his name.
He takes his cap off and reacts to it. It's just been a tough time.
I tell you, it's a tough business. And the chant continues, the taunt of Strawberry. High fly ball to Strawberry. Wind blowing it. One away. Boy, they're really on his case. Oh.
Armchair.
No one ever saw anything graceful or picturesque about Wagner on the diamond. His movements have been likened to the gambols of a caracoling elephant. He's so ungainly and so bow-legged that when he runs, his limbs seem to be moving in a circle after the fashion of a propeller. But he can run like the wind. New York American.
A Pennsylvania coal miner who had once hoped to become a barber, Wagner became a star in the Iron and Oil League, and in 1900 joined the Pittsburgh Pirates, where he played shortstop for 18 years. He hit better than 315 seasons in a row, stealing 722 bases, setting league records for at-bats and number of games played that stood for 4 decades.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Drake Baldwin. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Turns, spins, fires, swing! That ball's lifted high and deep into center field. Drifting back, making the catch just before the warning track for a loud out #1 here in the second inning. Only Paul Skeens has had a better ERA than Hunter Brown his last 50 starts. He doesn't get all the fanfare, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because Skeens was on that LSU team, and Disney was bloviating about him quite a bit before he ever came to the majors. As a First pitch on the way to Ozzy's a pop-up, lazy fly ball, 2 outs. That faded your scoreboard. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ozzy once again. That's got to be some kind of a streak. It's got to be 20 of his last 25 games, first pitch out to start the game for him. It doesn't matter where he's at. Ha-Sung Kim, and the only ones that save him is when he fouls it away. Ha-Sung Kim, batting .217, 6th in the order, first pitch, 93 at the knees. So in 1, he almost has to take a couple of pitches here because Baldwin and Ozzy went all dumb and dumber about it. And 3 pitches, 2 outs. The 0-1. Up top shelf for a strike. It's over 2. Brown came into this inning with 21 pitches thrown. He gets Kim here on this pitch. It'll be a 6-pitch inning, get him right back to where he wants to be. It's one of those things that Tim Heyer, you can tell he doesn't emphasize when they come into the dugout. The 0-2, misses high, 1-2. One-two count. Kim with 1 home run since coming over to the Braves in Chicago. The 1-2 swing, fouls away. It's expected to be our everyday shortstop in 2026. And that you may not be crazy about his numbers, what you see on the screen. Remember, he fought injuries all this year. He was an all-star last year. So it should be a strength in the Braves lineup in 2026. How long he's here is a different story. The 1-2, down and away, 2-2. We've gone over it several times since they picked him up, but if he does come back, and I would expect he would, he's going to make $3 million more than he made this year. If he turns it down, I don't think he'll make the 16. It's the 2-2. Swing, rips it up the middle, backhanded by Altuve. He'll fire it over to first, and he'll get the hustling Kim by about a step. Good throw by Altuve. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. 3-0 your score. Elder tries to shut him down when we return.
Shout out to my lungs for handling all the things my mental health can't.
Well, it's summer, and if you're like me, you're having a blast with some outdoor cocktails and maybe beer. There's another drink I've been considering thinking about. That's right. At this point in time, I've decided to mix in a water. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, how does that work? Great question. You've spent all summer drinking 8 straight seltzers and waking up the next morning feeling like you got hit by a school bus. But when you mix in a water, you give your body and soul a glimmer of hope that it'll overcome the beating you're putting it through. You see, we only get one physical human body on this earth, and I treat mine like a garbage can. So let's crack open a water and see if that fixes things. Is mixing in a water fun? No. It sucks. It feels extremely lame. A borderline party foul. I cannot think of a single thing I'd rather do less when I'm out having fun than mixing in a water. So what are you waiting for? Mix in a water and become a beacon of health today.
My ducks are absolutely not in a row. I don't even know where some of them are. And I'm pretty sure one of them's a pigeon. Or a pterodactyl.
And it turned out that old Honus was the best third baseman in the league. He was also the best first baseman, the best second baseman, the best shortstop, and the best outfielder. That was in fielding. And since he led the league in batting 8 times between 1900 and 1911, you know that he was the best hitter too, as well as the best base runner.
He had a powerful build. His 5'11" 200-pound frame, it was said, featured a massive chest that might have come from a barrel maker's shop, and shoulders broad enough to serve dinner on. His legs were badly bowed, but he had huge hands and arms so long, opposing players swore he could tie his shoes without bending over. Nothing seemed to get past him, and he threw so hard to first base that pebbles, scooped up as he fielded grounders, were said to arrive along with the ball.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Elder is smoked down the line. That's going to be extra bases, and we're back to it once again. Bryce Elder gives up a leadoff double. Ball got way too much of the plate. And Carlos Correa Maybe it was just a hanger, cement mixer to start the inning. That's never a good sign. So that'll bring Jose Altuve, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Lined out to center his first time up. First pitch, 92 at the knees. Sinker, misses down and away. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there. Sinker, outer edge. 1-1. So most of y'all are pulling to make sure the Mets don't get in the playoffs, and I would think that would be your main thing. You are now Giants and Reds fans tonight and going forward. 1-2 count. And if I have my druthers, I'd like to see the Reds in over any of those teams. But the 1-2 swing, slaps it into right, down for a base hit. Here comes... They're going to slam on the brakes and go corner to corner. Why not? Elder's been giving up so many hits, they don't want to run themselves out of an inning. Thought they may try to send Correa, and Acuna was winding up to bring it home. But after seeing the replay, Correa got kind of a late jump on that. He wasn't sure if that was getting caught or not. So runners on the corner, nobody out, and Jesus Sanchez the batter. First pitch, bangs it off the plate, foul. It's 0-1. Braves will bring the infield in, so that's going to make it even more difficult for Elder. Now they scooch him back. At first pitch, they were about halfway in, the 0-1. Swing, chops it over to second. Ozzie to Kim. Correa comes home to score it. It's 4-0 Houston. So 4-6 put out. Ozzie kind of a delayed turn. By the time Kim got the ball, he had no real chance. He just stuck it in his pocket, which he really should be. Infield back into the left. Double play can get him out of this. Elder flips it over to first. First pitch on the way is slider up top for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1, runner goes. Pitch on the way, down and in. Bad throw, and Ozzie can't hold on to it anyways. So it'll be stolen base for Sanchez. Yet another stolen base on Drake Baldwin. The entire league continues to just run on him left and right. That's going to be the reason why next year, just remember this, next year when everybody's saying that Drake should be starting every day at home plate, this is why he's not going to be there. It's a turnstile when he's on base. The 1-1, swing and a miss one. So. I like old Drake, but proof's in the pudding. When you see every single team running on him, what was the number I saw the other day? It was thrown out like 10% of the runners. The 1-2, swing, blast it. High and deep. She is gone. Christian Walker jammed that one right down Elder's throat, and he has now given up 6 earned runs in just 2 1/3 innings. There goes that theory. He's figured everything out, and they figured him out. 6-0 your score. Base is clear now. Myers comes to the dish. First pitch on the way. Swing, rips it up the middle. Hits Elder on the leg, and Olson's going to try to get the carom and tag the runner coming by, but he slips and has no chance anyways. So it'll be an infield single off of Elder's. Either his leg or his glove, couldn't tell. He was trying to defend himself and get the ball at the same time. Now it looks like he got some piece of either his leg or his foot. The replay they keep showing one, I think it was his foot. The one they keep showing is behind him, and then the one they just showed a second ago was above home plate. It's his right foot or leg, or excuse me, yeah, right foot or leg. Braves trainer standing out there at the mound with him. George Polos out there. Looks like he gave him a clean bill of health. He'll be ready to go. So here we go. Runner at first, one out. Elder. First pitch swing, that ball gets smoked through the middle. It's time to ghost IL this guy. First and second, one out. That is now what? Hit number 8? In just 3 innings, 6 runs. So first and second with just 1 out. First pitch on the way to the rookie Cole is in the dirt for a ball. It's 1-0. I was hoping he was going to stay pitching well till the end of the year and they could use him for trade bait, but he's incredibly inconsistent. 1-0, down below the knees, 2-0. And one of the biggest problems he's always going to have is he doesn't have the velocity. So he has to be perfect with his command, and his command just isn't there tonight. It's pretty routine for him. And if he gets an umpire that's pinching him at all, he's cooked. If they move him to the bullpen, or somebody moves him to the bullpen, he's going to be able to ramp up his velocity. He's going to be a lot more difficult to deal with because it's always that second time, third time through the lineup, teams start tattooing him. You get him in a situation where he's a right-hander coming out of the pen, we'll say 6th, 7th inning type of thing. Just get you anywhere between, we'll say 3 to 5 outs when he comes in as Dylan Dodd warms up for the Braves. He could be a useful piece. The first pitch on the way, swing and a miss. It's a strike, it's 2-1. Perfect example is the guy warming up in the pen. Dylan Dodd's been pretty good in the pen since he's come back. He's not being asked to see an order 2 to 3 times through. The 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. 2-2 count. Kicks and fires in the dirt. Full count. We'll see if that game means something, Nathaniel. I saw your comment. They actually play on the last week of the season. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. 2 down. We're going to do a doubleheader on that Wednesday because the Braves on Wednesday, September 24th, are playing a 12:15 game. And so the idea was to do one other game that day, and that would be the doubleheader day. We could do that game, but if there's a better matchup, because let's say the Mets just absolutely spit the bed, or the Cubs have ran away with it because realize this, the Cubs are running away with the top spot in the wild card. They may not be putting their best foot forward. All that's going to come into play, but if it means something, that would be a really enticing matchup. The 1-0's popped up from Pena. Should get us out of the inning. It does. And the Braves trail 6-0. Once again, we go to the third trailing by 6. I mean, put that on repeat. We'll be back in a flash. Bottom of the order, due up.
I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by The Best Things in Life, which are still free with minimum purchase at participating dealers.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country baseball.
Let me tell you something. If the U.S. government decides to stick a tracking device up your ass, you say thank you and God bless America.
Bruh, my ex was like, are you already talking to someone else? I was like, duh, there's a wait list.
February 1901. If we had waited for the National League to do something for us, we would have remained a minor league forever. The American League will be the principal organization of the country within a very short time. Mark my prediction. Van Johnson.
Join us for Braves Country Baseball, first pitch to last pitch, right here.
To everyone who watches my life and gossips about it, don't give up. Season 2 is about to come out.
Welcome back. Righty-lefty matchup. The only advantage the Braves get when things like this happen, the starting pitcher sits down for quite some time, and very easily could get rusty. First pitch on the way, misses. Outside the zone, it's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 94 miles an hour. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. 95 misses. 2-1. The doubleheader this week, if you're wondering, is the Braves. We're doing a doubleheader for the Braves Nationals, whether you like it or not, on Tuesday. It's a split doubleheader, a true split, the 2-1. Rolls it towards the pitcher, Brown. He'll step on the bag, beating out Harris. Harris was trying to juke him. I don't know what he was thinking. Went away. Harris watching too much football today. He was thinking he was going to try to avoid the tag. All he had to do was step on first. Ooh, how the game has changed. That takes place in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. Hunter Brown's going to get blowed up heading to first base like that. You cut in front of Pete Rose running to first like that. Woo! Good night, Irene. First pitch on the way to Ozuna's down the way for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there, outer edge, 1-1. 1-1 count. .95 just misses. The 2-1. Down and away, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Swing. Hits it up the middle, right at the shortstop. Pena get Ozuna out by about a mile, 2 down. Nacho Alvarez, the batter. 2 outs, bottom of the third, first pitch on the way. Man, I'd like to see him get his first home run. He's got to have the power to do it. The 1-0. Chops it foul, 1-0. One count. He needs to have a real talk with JP. JP needs to tell him, dude, you better get some power. You better talk to my guy. Because if you don't get any power, you're not going to be in this league. 1-1 misses into him. You need to hit the weights or something in the offseason. No home runs and this many at-bats in the major leagues. That's a problem in today's game. The 2-1. That ball's going to get dripped over the second base bag. Making the jumping catch is Pena. Him and Altuve kind of banged into each other, but I believe they're okay. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Alvarez, the heart of the order, back at it for a third time. Braves trail 6-0.
I just want to let you know that if I'm on your For You page, you probably smoke too much weed and you're a little bit mentally unstable.
10 things you may not know about Honus Wagner. Number 1. As a child, Johannes Peter was called Hans by his mother, which later evolved into Honus. Number 2. 3 of his brothers went on to become professional baseball players as well. His older brother, Albert Butts Wagner, is credited with getting him his first tryout. Number 3. In 1898, he won a distance contest in Louisville by throwing a baseball more than 403 feet. Number 4. When the American League began in 1901, the Chicago White Sox offered Wagner a $20,000 contract, but he turned it down, choosing instead to stay with the Pirates. Number 5. When he fielded grounders, his huge hands collected large scoops of infield dirt, which accompanied his throws to first like a tail of a comet. Number 6. In 1905, he signed a contract to produce the first bat with a player's signature, the Louisville Slugger, becoming the first sports person to endorse a commercial product. Number 7. In 1916, at the age of 42, he became the oldest player to hit an inside the park home run. Number 8. He starred as a sports hero in 1919 Spring Fever with Mo Howard and Shim Howard of the Three Stooges. Number 9. He was appointed as a deputy of the Allegheny County Sheriff's Office in 1942 after he ran for office of sheriff and lost. And last but not least, number 10. A sporting goods store in downtown Pittsburgh was named after him and operated for 93 years before closing permanently in 2011.
Sometimes the grass looks greener because it's fake.
That's how you light a fire under their butts. You get them going with some inspiration. Too much talking, 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 too much talking.
Hey, Torch.
Hey, Lisa.
You miss me?
Not much.
It is played everywhere, in parks and playgrounds and prison yards, in back alleys and farmers' fields, by small boys and old men, raw amateurs and millionaire professionals. It is a leisurely game that demands blinding speed.
Welcome back. Got a 1-1 count on Alvarez. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch off of the 1-1 is a 91-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Misses high to him. The 2-1 right there at the knees. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss right there. Juice is making me laugh. 1-1. Nasty pitch there. Elder hit his strikeout total. It was 4.5. He's at 6 tonight, so he cleared that with ease. Four-seam fastball misses high and out of the zone as well. They all listen on radio. It's too long to explain, but it's pretty funny. The 1-0, down and in, 1-1. Hunter Brown, 3 innings, no strikeouts. That's the conversation that's going on. 2-0 count, down and away. 3-0. It's hard to strike out the Braves because they swing at everything. So it's always in play and getting dribbled over to short. I don't think I would ever bet on an opposing pitcher to hit their strikeout mark with Atlanta, even in this terrible year they're having. Alvarez will head on down to first. 1 on, 1 out. Urias, the batter. Does anybody watch that new show, The Paper? It's supposed to be made by The Office creators. I wonder if it was any good. The 0-1 down and in, 1-1. Urias. He is in for Altuve, so you wonder, he must have gotten banged up enough for them to take him out of the game. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. I mean, they're not going to take him out anytime soon, 77, because they're going to say they're trying to save the bullpen for whatever reason. The 1-2, pops it up. Drake will make the catch behind home plate. I mean, typically you're talking about 100, so probably they want to get him at least through the 5th inning. If he gets some quick innings, he'll probably get to the 6th. First pitch on the way is dropped bunt by Sanchez. Drake's got it, jumps on it, spins, fires it to first. And I don't know why Jesus Sanchez didn't take his swats at Bryce Elder. Everybody else has. He bailed us out. We'll be back in a flash. To the bottom of the 4th we go, trailing by only a touchdown.
You call it nagging. I call it listen to what I've said the first time.
5-2 Dodgers in the 9th. Got him. They've done it. Like the 1969 Mets, it's the impossible dream revisited.
And Myers bringing it. And the pitch is hit in the air. Foul off first. Benzinger backing and calling. And the 1990 World Championship belongs to the Cincinnati Reds.
Bell, left field, way back. Blue Jays win it. The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions.
I be like, why these people staring at me? I be forgetting I'm fine.
When the National League dropped 4 of its less profitable teams, Johnson saw his chance. He established new clubs in Boston, Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington. Snapped up newly unemployed players, then began raiding active National League rosters. Lured by an average of $500 more per season, 111 National League players jumped to Ban Johnson's brand new American League, including the great pitchers Cy Young and Rube Waddell and the notorious John McGraw. The National League owners complained, threatened, mounted lawsuits, quarreled among themselves, but they could do nothing. Ban Johnson was not going to go away.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Jurickson Profar leads us off. First pitch on the way, 94-mile-an-hour fastball, high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Right there for a strike. 1-1 count. Swing, smokes it over to first. L3 in your scorecard, 1 away. Six nothing your score, bottom of the fourth. First pitch on the way is a four-seamer high and out of the zone to Matt Olson. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. One count. Swing, fouls that one back, 1-2. Matt Olson flew out his first time up, sitting at 23 home runs. It's hard to believe this guy just a couple of years ago hit 54, and he won't even clear 30 this year. And 1-2. Swing! That ball's belted high and deep. He must have heard me. Zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot, his 24th of the year, and your Atlanta Braves are on the board. It's 6-1.
Hello from Plank Road Field. Smooth as it gets.
Ice House, always smooth, never watered down.
424 happy feet later.
Today, losing is not an option.
That'll bring Ronald Acuna Jr. to the dish. First pitch on the way, knuckle curve. Hit the zone, but Brown didn't get the call. It's 1-0. 1-0. Roxon fires, swing, and miss, 96. Blew it right by him. 1-1 count. Swing Swing, rips it through the middle. That's through for a base hit. And Ronald Acuna Jr.'s on the board with the base hit. A hard hit single with one out, and the Braves might have something cooking here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Good piece of hitting there by Ronnie. Pitch was on the inside track, and he just smoked it in between the 5-6 hole.
Bravo.
First pitch on the way.
Bravo.
Baldwin is smoked over to first. Did he just get doubled up? I thought Walker had caught the ball. Acuna did too. He ran back to the bag and he got doubled up. Let's see that play again. Oh yeah, that ball definitely hit the ground. I don't know what Acuna was doing there. He saw the ball. It was right in front of him. He ran back to first. Walker tagged him and then tagged the bag for the force out. What?
I don't feel like you've done enough today to even get a participation trophy.
Riggins. He's going to go all the way unless Blackwood can catch him, and he can't.
3rd and 3. We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Caught it! Dwight Clark!
Only 12 seconds left to play third quarter. Here's Marcus Allen cutting back upfield, and Marcus Allen could be gone. 74 yards for Marcus Allen.
The quiet man of this football team, Scott Norwood. He can fire the shot heard round the world now. Here we go with 8 seconds to play. High drama here in the Super Bowl. But in the air, it's got the distance. It is. No good!
You know how I feel. I will be proud to lead you wonderful guys into battle anytime, anywhere.
Being alone isn't that bad. It's a great opportunity to get to know yourself and be comfortable with who you are.
I already love myself. I just want to French someone.
In 1903, weakened by their own squabbling, the National League owners sued for peace. Van Johnson had won. A new national agreement was negotiated. Now there would be 2 major leagues, separate but equal, honoring one another's contracts, both retaining the reserve clause that kept players bound to their owners for life. A 3-man national commission was appointed to settle disputes and see that the regulations were enforced. Power was supposed to be shared equally, but Van Johnson saw to it that he was really in charge. The players were not represented.
First pitch on the way to Walker's right there for a ball. Bender inside, it's 1-0. The 1-0 fouls it off. Christian Walker, 2 for 2 tonight. A home run and a single. He was 3 for 4 last night. He's got papers on the Braves pitching staff. Or at least Waldrop and Elder. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider 1-2. We're going to do a double shot of the Who Am I tonight. A, it's Saturday night, and B, I got to stay entertained. This is starting to hurt. Braves trail 6-1. That double up by Acuna. To be clear, it probably wouldn't have mattered. He probably would have been doubled up anyways. But I think he got confused and thought that he was outsmarting Walker. Instead, he walked right into a double play. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him. 1 away. It's his 7th strikeout of the night.
What I am. That's all what I am.
It's time for Who Am I? First pitch on the way is a strike right there to Myers. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. The 0-1 four-seam fastball off the edge. 0-2. 0-2 count. Kicks and fires, slaps it towards right. That's going to get down for a base hit just in front of Acuna. And it's a one-out single for the Astros. These two Yamai tonight are pretty low-hanging fruit, so I think everyone's going to get them pretty quick. But nonetheless, it's another reason why we went with the second one, because I felt like the first one was going to be extremely easy. The second one, if you know baseball in the 80s and 90s, you know this guy as well. 1-0 count. Diaz pops it up. Will it stay in play? Olsen giving chase over by the dugout, first base side. It'll get into the stands about 10 rows deep. 1-1. One count. Turns, flips it over to first. Who am I? I have well over 100 home runs in my career and over 300 RBI. The 1-1 swing, slaps it through the hole to right field. Acuna comes up, fires it to first, and they've got runners on the corners and one away. Snicker's going to finally go out there and get Elder. Good night, Irene. Ends up with 7 strikeouts. That doesn't do you any good when you got 6 runs on the board. Here comes Dylan Dodd. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. On this date in 1930, at Ebbets Field, Dodger catcher Al Lopez hits the last Major League bounced home run in National League history. The senior circuit joins the American League, who enacted the rule change in 1929, awarding a grounds rule double to the player who hits the ball over the wall on a bounce. On this date in 1947, Ralph Kiner hits a record 8 home runs in 4 games, surpassing Tony Lazzeri, who had hit 7 round trippers in 4 games with the New York Yankees in 1947. Kiner, the Pirates outfielder, will finish the season with the Major League leading 51 home runs, tied with the Giants' first baseman, Johnny Mize. And on this date in 1963, former Dodgers teammates Jackie Robinson and Roy Campanella joined the Mets in honoring Duke Snider on the day that marks the last time the Giants, now located in San Francisco, will play at the Polo Grounds once their longtime home. The Silver Fox, obtained by the last place expansion team in April, has recently requested a trade to a contender, saying, quote, "I look up into the stands and it looks like Ebbets Field. The Mets are wonderful, but you can't take the Dodger out of Brooklyn," unquote. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Sorry, Ladarius, my clues are getting interrupted by Bryce Elder sucking, so I had to wait for us to come back from break as he was getting balls smacked around the infield. He'll still be on the hook for the 2 runners on base. So far, Elder, 4 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs, 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. And once again, he is on the hook for the guys on first and third. First pitch on the way is a cutter right there. Outer edge off the plate. It's 1-0. Back to the Who Yamai. Yeah, that was it. Those are your 2 clues. I have over 100 home runs and over 300 RBI. 1-0's fouled away, 1-1. Actually have over we'll call it 400 RBI. The 1-1 outside wide to him. Played Major League Baseball for a total of 8 seasons. The 2-1 count. Down and away, 3-1. Finished my career at the California Angels. Had a career OPS of over 780. The 3-1 swing, fouls away. 3-2. Full count. Zach Cole 0 for 2 on the day. The payoff pitch. Inside ball 4. And that's going to load the bases. So bases juiced. Travis Darnoud could not have played for the California Angels. They changed their name a long time ago. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch on the way, outside wide. Cutter misses, it's 1 out. One 0 count. Lefty righty. Swing, chops the foul. 1-1. I did play college ball. Most remembered for the awards I won off the baseball field. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, rips it over to third. Line drive right at Nacho. Not sure if that ball caught him or he caught it, but line drive, L5, 2 down. I also played with the White Sox, but more well known for my years in Kansas City. And my career came crashing to an end after a terrible injury against Cincinnati. The 0-1 to Alvarez. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitch on the way. Outside wide, 1-0. One count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Good cutter. Dodd 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. I believe it was Sleepwalking that got it in the chat. Radio Land has got it as well. I know what I know. I am what I am. Bo knows football, but didn't know a lot of baseball.
I am what I am. That's all what I am.
1-2. Swing, fouls it away. I was going to give you his birthplace stuff. I was like, if I start telling people he's from Alabama, they're going to know off the jump. Couldn't mention where he went to college at and all that kind of stuff. He had such a microcosm or a microscopic baseball career. I thought his numbers were actually better than what they were. The 1-2 lifted into left field. Profar slides, loses his balance. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Well, sometimes better be lucky than good. Profar lost his balance but was able to keep his glove up. His eyes were closed and still made the catch. We'll be back in a flash.
Who is Duffy?
Duffy is my muse, and he also runs the cult that I'm
in. Dad, how'd I do in my baseball game? You did okay. Just okay? Well, you seem a little scared of the ball. Yes, I am. Huh? I'm very scared of the ball. Yeah, I see that. At one point, I actually tried to hide the ball. Yeah, but they caught you. Yeah, they were like, you got to throw that back to us. So I had to give it to them. Yeah, I saw that. I'm just so scared it's going to hit me. You can't be scared of the ball. Is that why you don't swing the bat? Wait, what? Is that why you don't swing the bat? I'm supposed to swing the bat? Yeah, why do you think they're throwing the ball? I didn't know why. What do you mean? I thought he just didn't like me. No, you're supposed to swing at the ball. Okay, well, next time I'll swing. I got on base, though. Yeah, by a walk, I guess. No, I ran as fast as I could. No, I'm saying you were walked by. No, Eddie's mom has it on video. I ran to the base. You can even. You got 4 balls. Right, that's when I got walked. I remember about that. And later you had a chance to steal second. Why didn't you? Steal second base? Yeah, why didn't you steal second? Like just take it so they can't stand on it? No, I'm saying steal second base. You can't just take the base because then they'll have to say the game's over. Never mind. You had a great game. Really? Because everyone's saying I'm the reason we lost. Oh, because when the guy hit the ball and I grabbed the ball and I put it in my pants. Yeah, why did you do that? 3 guys scored. I was trying to do a trick I saw on America's Got Talent. I was going to make the ball. You know, maybe you shouldn't play baseball. Yeah, I might quit. Really? Do you think your coach would get mad? No, not at all. No, you don't think? No, he actually suggested it.
You play to win the game.
The idea of going to the ballpark, say in 1900, was that the urban masses would get a taste of country pastoral air, that they would breathe in, that their lungs would expand by cheering. Baseball grew in the cities. It is an outgrowth of gambling, it's an outgrowth of crookedness, it's an outgrowth of drinking, it's a roistering, boisterous event. It is as wild as the Wild West.
Welcome back. They're showing the replay of the catch by Profar. He must have lost it in the lights by his reaction. He closed his eyes and made the catch. It was sliding. I think he thought it was going to hit him in the face. He's had some issues out there, mainly at home, I believe, if memory serves me correct. I know that one that he made, the goofy play that he made or didn't make out there when the ball was hit towards him and he spun and dove backwards and the ball went over his head. That was definitely an outlet. As the 1-0 misses outside to Ozzie, it's 2-0. Count. Pitch on the way. Swing, chops it off his instep. 2-1. Ozzie, once again, a 1 pitch out his first time up. Yeah, Ladarius saying he doesn't remember a lot of, or doesn't know a lot of Kansas City Royals. If you're not old enough to have watched baseball in the 80s, 70s, etc., the Kansas City Royals, they were barren until their World Series run about 10 years ago. The 2-1 count, up high and out of the zone, 2-2. Now in the 70s into the mid to late 80s, they were very good. They were one of the best teams in the American League year in, year out. But after that, it fell off by the early 90s. 3-1, swing, pops it up. Out of play, full count. Full count. Swing, pops that up. Lazy fly ball, shallow left field, easy out, F7 in your scorecard, 1 away. You wonder why he pops so many pitches up. A, he swings a heavy bat, much heavier than he should be swinging. He's always done it, so he's never, no one's ever been able to talk him out of it, is the short. Because of that heavy bat, he's behind pitches quite a bit. And if you're behind a pitch, that's normally when you pop it up. But it's a heavy enough bat where if he does make some contact, it normally pops straight up as opposed to just slicing back or forward. You wonder if he's ever going to move over to a more manageable weight in his bat. As the 1-0 to Kim misses outside 2-0. And can he be convinced, or is he going to have to lose his opportunities at the plate before he'll change it? The 2-0, down and away 3-0. Because they've been talking about his bat and his how heavy his bat is since he came up, and it's been mumbled and rumbled the last few years about how he needs to lighten the bat. The 3-0 misses inside, but another blown call by Vondrick, 3-1. 3-1 count. Brings it. Swing! That ball's belted high and deep, but not deep enough. Drifting over, making the catch just before the warning track is Cole for out number 2. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Michael Harris, four-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Bottom of the 5th, Braves trail by 5. One. Fouled away. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. In the dirt, tried to get him to chase the changeup. 1-2. One-two to Harris. In the dirt, 2-2. Changeup misses. Brown is about to throw his 70th pitch. He's still pretty good on that front. See how long they have him go. The 2-2. Slice down the way, foul and out of play. Two-two to Harris. Swing! Fouls it away down the line. We'll do it again. If Michael can reach, standing on deck is Ozuna. Bloop and a blast can make this game interesting. The 2-2. Did he go around? He did, strike 3. Harris doesn't even offer to run down to first. He just walks away. Tagged on the wallet, and that'll end the inning. We'll go to the 6-1 here in Braves country.
Hey, I know y'all heard of fear of missing out, but I think I have the exact opposite. I call it fear of being included.
Oh, I could never take that long to do my makeup. I just do my makeup in 10 minutes and I go. I know, Karen. I know. I can tell.
So, Dad, you've been married for a while. What are the secrets?
You need to learn to read the signs.
The signs?
Yeah. Women have 5 deadly terms they use.
Deadly terms.
Number 1, fine. It's not fine. She's basically just ending the argument. She thinks she's won, and you might as well move on from that.
Okay.
Number 2, nothing. That definitely means something. No one knows what it is, but just be afraid.
All right.
Number 3, go ahead. Yeah, don't do that. She's not giving you permission. She's basically daring you to do it. Don't do it. Number 4, whatever. That's basically a woman's way of saying screw you. Number 5, that's okay. Yeah, it's not okay. And if you do it, you're going to pay later. So,
okay.
You know what I mean?
I'll keep those in mind then. So.
Hey, wait a minute. A bonus word. Wow. That's not a compliment like I first thought. That's actually her way of saying she didn't realize that someone could be so stupid.
Just outside the old Huntington Avenue ballpark, home of the Boston Pilgrims of the New American League, stood the Third Base Saloon, so called because it was the fans' last stop on the way home. Its owner was the bartender, Mike McGreevy, known as Nuff Said, because he was the final arbiter of all barroom disputes. His customers, Irish immigrants mostly, called themselves the Royal Rooters and considered themselves the most loyal of all Boston fans, though their loyalty was actually comparatively new. They had been National League fans until the National Leaguers raised ticket prices 2 years earlier.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Carlos Correa is right there at the knees. Bender grabs a strike to start the inning. It's 0-1. Dylan Dodd back to work. The 0-1. Outside wide, 1 out. 4-seam fastball. One count. Swing, fouls it away. 1-2. Braves play 7 this week, 4 in Washington. Monday night, a split doubleheader on Tuesday, 1 o'clock and 6:45. And then Wednesday afternoon, it's a strange start. Washington does this a lot on getaway days, 4:05. 1-2 in the dirt, 2-2. I guess it's a chance to give the folks who work in Washington a chance to catch a day game but not be stuck there all night long. So their getaway days, I'd rarely see them play an actual getaway day, meaning like 12:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30 type of start during the week. It's normally these 4 o'clock starts. Philly has played some of those too. Atlanta ought to look into that because they play terrible in the getaway days. Give the guys a chance to get some rest before the game. The 2-2. Down and away. 3-2. I mean, not this year. Who cares? But next year, when we have a shot, let's try to win some of these games. 3-2 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the cutter on the outer edge. 1 away. Good pitch there by Dylan Dodd. First pitch on the way.
I am what I am. That's all what I am.
It's time for Who Am I? Foul back out of play by Urias. He's in for what appeared to be the injured Jose Altuve. It's 0-1. 0-1. Foul back out of play. 0-2. Good to see you, Lung. This is the second Who Am I? As the 0-2 bounces away. Speaking of 1980s baseball, Ladarius. This guy did not play for the Kansas City Royals, but it felt like he played for everybody else. And he definitely played against the Kansas City Royals. The 1-2 in the dirt, ball 2, 2-2. I have a lifetime batting average of over 250 and over 100 home runs and 600 RBI. The 2-2, down and in, 3-2. I did not play for the Kansas City Royals, but I did manage them a time or two. The payoff pitch, right there at the knees. Bang! Got him. 2 down. I'm most known as a player. Although I did coach for the Yankees for quite some time as well. I was a 5-time All-Star and 4-time Gold Glover. I was a World Series champion as a coach, not as a player. Is the 0-1 right there at the knees? Four-seamer off the edge. Evens up the count 1-1. I don't know why I said 0-2. It's 1-1. The 1-1 count. 87 inside cutter. 1-2. Played for the Astros. Is the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. We'll be back in a flash when we come back, finish up the Yam What I Am. Ozuna grabs the bat and leads us off when we return.
Hey, Dad, what's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody?
Don't have kids.
All right, then.
Wait, what'd you say?
I know you're watching football all day, so I'm gonna go get you some more beer and make some wings for lunch. And I was also thinking that we could hang that TV outside so you could have 2 games at once. Why are you crying?
It's just the first time that you've said that you've loved me in a while.
Where are you from?
What?
Where are you from?
What you talking about?
Where are you from?
You know where I'm from.
The folks want to know.
Oh, you're doing a question?
Yeah. Come talk to these folks.
All right, I'll tell them.
We are from West Georgia, near the Alabama line. We're a little bit classy and a little bit trashy. I probably have some family members that have dual roles. Do you know what that means? A cousin, maybe an uncle. Yep. I just had one locked up because they were mixing up chemicals in their motorhome. Look how she's looking at me. Don't be hating on your family.
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is Friday, and to most blue-collar workers, that means nothing at all, because we got to go to work on Saturday.
We lost because my guys, my colleagues didn't stand up with me. And I can't make any excuse for them. Had we shown any amount of solidarity, if the superstars had stood up and said, we're with Curt Flood, if the superstars had walked into the courtroom in New York and made their presence known, I think that the owners would have gotten the message very clearly, given me a chance to win that.
Curt Flood never played Major League Baseball again.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to the Big Zoo is a 4-seam fastball off the edge. It's 0-1. I was born in the Dominican Republic. As the 0-1. 95 smacks the top of the zone. To clean this up for you. Clean that screen up for a second. The 0-2 count. Born in the Dominican Republic. Began my career. By the way, John, you said he's a mediocre player. He was not a mediocre player. You got to realize his era. Is the 0-2 down and away 1-2. He looked upon as a pretty good offensive player for his position and an excellent defensive player. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Harold Reynolds was not born in the Dominican Republic. I don't believe. I don't think he believes that either. I broke in with the Pittsburgh Pirates and finished with the Astros, but I'm a well-known St. Louis Cardinal and Boston Red Sox. Won the Gold Glove 4 times. I won the AL Manager of the Year 1 time. It's the 1-0, right there on the outer edge. 1. I have a WAR above 20. With 1-1 down and away. 2. And a lifetime batting average above 250. I think I already mentioned that. Over 100 home runs. I was well known for my stance as a catcher. That probably gives you the biggest clue. It was a right-handed bat. It's 77 wins it. 2-2. Foul off. It's against 2-2. Tony Pena. He was one of my favorite players as a kid. Don't ask me why. He's a big Tony Pena fan. The 2-2. Slapped on the ground over to third. Backhanded by Correa. Jumps up, fires it over to first. Nifty 5-3 put out by the former shortstop. 2 down. First pitch swinging by Profar, pop up, can of corn, that'll end the 6th. Second baseman over there, Urias, makes the play. We'll be back in a flash. 7th inning we go, the Braves trail 6-1.
So back in 2002, a pair of grounds crew guys at PNC Park in Pittsburgh died in a car accident. The Pirates had a longtime team photographer named Pete Diana, who was a really, really good guy. And I interviewed Pete Diana for my biography of Barry Bonds, Love Me, Hate Me, Barry Bonds and the Making of an Anti-Hero. And I could tell early on Pete did not like Barry Bonds. And I asked him why. And he said for years and years and years, when Barry was with the Pirates, Pete would give him free photos. And Barry would ask for this and ask for that. Hey, can you print up that photo? How about that photo? And he would give it to him. So in 2002, Barry's no longer playing for the Pirates, and these 2 guys die. And Pete Diana decides he's going to do a fundraiser to raise money for the families of these 2 guys who passed. And every time a team comes into town, he asks if the Stars will donate a signed bat or a signed ball or maybe a signed jersey. And he literally goes team by team. And when the Diamondbacks come to town, Randy Johnson and Curt Schilling sign stuff. When the Astros come to town, Craig Biggio and Jeff Bagwell sign stuff. Barry Bonds and the Giants come to town. And again, Pete Diana knew Barry Bonds for years. And he says to Barry, hey, Barry, these 2 guys died. I'm doing a fundraiser. Would you mind signing a bat or a ball or something? That Barry Bonds said to him, you, them, I'm not signing. And the quote that Pete Diana gave to me that actually gave me chills was, I hope Barry Bonds dies. That is the harshest quote I've ever received from anyone ever. And I actually understood exactly where it was coming from.
He'd scored more runs and stolen more bases than anyone in baseball history and earned a first ballot ticket to the Hall of Fame. What made Ricky great wasn't just what he did as an athlete, but how he did it, with the style and the swag that captured the imagination of the next generation.
By the time he finished, he was leading into the 21st century. And players showing their emotion, having a lot of fun, showing the fans that baseball's fun.
Dylan Dodd back to work, 6-1 your score. First pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. Sleepwalking says, do Gary Templeton next. I was a shortstop who people thought was good for a second. I lost my brain. I sucked, and I got traded for arguably one of the greatest defensive shortstops of all time. End of story. The 1-1 swing pops it up high in the sky. Coming over making the catch is Harris for out number 1. 7th inning on the way, 7th inning stretch. First pitch on the way to Myers, swung on and smoked towards left. Atom ball. Profar's right there to make the catch, 2 down. I remember growing up, and I wasn't quite old enough to have seen Templeton in St. Louis. By the time I was watching him, that trade had been made, and I just could not fathom how anybody could trade Ozzie Smith. Of course, they didn't know who he was going to be at the time. And I did not know the backstory behind the whole thing. His first pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's on the way. That documentary they did on the St. Louis Cardinals really shined a light on that whole trade as the 0-1 chops and fouls on it, too. A 2 count. That Cardinal team should have had more championships in the 80s, but what a difference that trade made. That 85 team got screwed by the terrible call by the umpire. The 0-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Olsen will lead us off. Get up and stretch, Braves country. The 7th inning stretch.
All right. I can't see you. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. We out to the ball. Hey, we out to the night. Find me something up. Crack the jack. I don't care if I have to get
try to get some runs, Braves country. Matt Olson stands in, representing the only run the Braves have tonight. So he had a 424-foot blast his last time up. First pitch on the way is off the plate wide for a ball. It's 1-0. You know, during these last several weeks, one of the hardest things about this team to watch is the fact that they get down by such big numbers early in the game. They're not scoring, and their starting pitching is on fumes. The 2-0 count. Right upstairs, slider 2-1. Brown's at 86 pitches, so he's at the end of his road. Braves can put a couple of hits on him. They can get him out of there. 2-1 pitch. Swing, pops it up. Back foul out of play. Braves have one more shot at the Astros tomorrow. It's Joey Wentz and Framber Valdez. 2-2, swing, bangs it foul. Do it again to it. Valdez is as tough as they come when he's on. The 2-2. Outside wide, 3-2. Full count. Payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it towards left field. Diving. That's going to get down for a base hit. Thought it was going to stay up and get caught, but it just kept dying and dying and dying. And the Atlanta Braves got something going here to start the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch high and out of the zone, or high part of the outer part of the zone, what I should say. Matt Olson.
This is not one.
Oh, our old buddy Yaniel De Los Santos is warming up in the pen for Houston. He's with the Astros.
Smooth as it
now.
gets.
Forgot to mention that earlier meant to mention that yesterday. So we got one on, nobody out, and De Los Santos is about to come in the game.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! 1-0, bang foul down the line. One count. Bangs the cutter foul, 1-2. Cunha 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Brown, 94th pitch of the night. In the dirt, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Brown brings it, swing, chops it over to first. It's going to be a slow roller. Throw is made over to first just in time to get Acuna for out number 1. 4-3 on the putout. Urias had a long way to go, and he is by trade a third baseman. So it wasn't the easiest play for him When he was making the throw to first, I was hoping he was going to handcuff Walker, but no such luck. Olsen moves to second on the play. First pitch to Baldwin is a sinker outside, high and wide. It's 1-0. Baldwin now batting just .265. He's been in a bit of a mini slump, but he's made up for it for getting bases stolen on him left and right. 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. He's batting .080 in his last 7 games, 191 in his last 15 games, and just .223 in his last 30 games. His OPS in his last 7, .235. His last 15, just over 500. The 2-0, 94 right there. First strike, 2-1. About the time he started swinging early and often is when his numbers started going to hell in a handbasket. Two-one count. Swing and a miss, blew it right by him, 2-2. And, of course, you got to figure, too, one of the things that's going to come up with Baldwin, first time he's played this much baseball in a year. See, there's probably a lot of fatigue with those legs. Just 24 years old out of Madison, Wisconsin. The 2-2 swing, lifts it. Into right field, not very deep. Easy play by Jesus Sanchez. He'll fire it into the infield, but Olsen will make it down to second, but there are 2 outs. Quick mound visit out there by the hind catcher. Diaz. As De Los Santos does appear to be warm and ready. This is got to be the last at bat, or last batter faced for Hunter Brown. He is at 100 pitches, 101. On the way, high and out of the zone, 1-0. Sitting at 2 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, 1-1. If Ozzie can find a way to get on, Kim is on deck. Knocks it down the first base line, foul. It's 1-2. And if Ozzie can get on and they bring in De Los Santos, you never know what could happen with that. He is wild, would we put it lightly. 1-2 count. Outside, high and wide, 2-2. If Brown gets out of this, we may not see De Los Santos. They may warm up someone else because at that point they would only have 2 innings to clear. And of course, they won a laugh for last night. The 2-2. Swing, slices it foul. Infield back into the right. Olsen standing at third. Braves trail 6-1. The 2-2 count. Brown brings it in the dirt, 3-2. Full count. Once again on deck is Kim. In the hole is Harris. Hunter Brown at 106 pitches. A little surprised he's still out there. The 3-2. Rocks and fires. Swing! Chops it down the first base side towards the dugout. We'll do it again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The payoff pitch from Hunter Brown. Up high, out of the zone, ball 4. So Ozzie Albies will head on down to first.
I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, I'm the Wiz, and nobody beats me.
And that'll be it. They're going to go grab Brown. 6 2/3, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk. He is responsible for the 2 men on base. We'll be back in a flash. And Delos is on the way in. De Los Santos coming in, and one swing could make this really interesting. Don't go anywhere.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
On this date in 1902, Johnny Evers, acquired to replace second baseman Bobby Lowe, who broke his ankle, joined shortstop Joe Tinker and first baseman Frank Chance on the Chicago infield, marking the first time the 3 Cubbies have played together. Franklin Pierce Adams' poem, Baseball's Sad Lexicon, better known as Tinker to Evers to Chance, immortalizes the legendary double play trio. On this date in 1936, Cleveland Indians teenage pitcher phenom Bullet Bob Feller sets a new American League record by striking out 17 batters when he 2 hits the Athletics at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. After the season, the 17-year-old will return to Van Meter, Iowa, home to graduate from high school. And on this date in 1995, Detroit Tiger second baseman Lou Whitaker and shortstop Alan Trammell, appearing in the same game for the 1,915th time, sets an American League record for joint appearances. Detroit middle infielders surpassed the mark established in 1990 by Kansas City Royals teammates George Brett and Frank White. And that's your Braves Country Radio on this date in baseball history. Find us on YouTube and Facebook today. Angel De Los Santos coming in. The ex-Atlanta Brave that was put out there to the trash heap around the trade deadline. Scooped up by the Astros recently. He is set to face Kim. And standing on deck is Harris. First pitch on the way. Swing. Fouls it straight back. It's 0-1. One swing here could make this a 2-run game. Kicks and fires. Outside wide, 1-0. One count. He has made 14 innings with the Astros this year as the 1-1 swing and a miss, 1-2. And they have found something in him. His ERA is just 1.29 during that time period, and a whip below 1 at .93. 1-2 count. Outside wide. Slider misses 2-2. wonder if they've just simplified some things for him. And I remember when he was with Atlanta, he had him throwing 3-4 pitches, the 2-2. Swing! That ball's going to get down for a base hit, and a run will score, and it's 6-2. Your Atlanta Braves. Ha-Sung Kim, the convenience store is always open, baby. And now Michael Harris, he comes to the plate, and he could make it a one-run game. First and second, 2 outs. First pitch on the way, 87 right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, changeup. It's 0-2. The 0-2. 96 misses high. Tried to get him to chase one out of the zone. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. 2-2. So deuce is wild now. The Braves have 2 on the board. 2 on, 2 outs, a 2-2 count. De Los Santos comes set. Harris digs in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Chase one well out of the zone. Strike 3. 96 miles an hour up around the eyeballs, and that'll end the inning. Braves do put 1 on the board. It's 6-2, and it's the 8th inning here in Braves country.
106 miles from Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay. How's dinner, buddy?
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back. First pitch on the way is a ground out to Ozzie Albies, 4-3 put out to start the 8th inning. 1 away. Braves trail 6-2. Dodd about to throw his 40th pitch. He came in 3 innings ago. Elder make it just 4 1/3 tonight, 10 hits, 6 earned, and 3 walks to go with 7 Ks. The 0-1, swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Man, all these guys just took off running out of the camera well as the baseball was coming towards them. Why not just catch the damn thing? The 0-2, down and away, 1-2. It was a foul ball, and they spent so much time running away from the ball, afraid to get hit. Why not just knock it down with your hands? You got a much better chance of getting smacked in the dome running away from it. The 1-2. Down and away, 2-2. 2-2 count. Pena 1 for 4 on the night. A 2-run double in the second. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, swats, and foul. Will do it again. The 2-2 knocks it up the middle. Kim has it, fires it to first. 6-3 on the putout, 2 down. Two down. First pitch to Alvarez is popped up. Giving chase over by the dugout is Drake and Dodd. They about banged into each other, but ball will go out of play. 0-1. Go 1. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss, 0-2. Dodd, 47 pitches in. I wonder if they would send him back out there for the 9th as well, or if they want to. With the expanded rosters, they can do whatever they want. If they want to keep him out there, they can shut him down and bring him back whenever they want because the expanded rosters in September. They don't have the same rules they do the rest of the year. The 0-2, down and away, 1-2. If he's still feeling pretty good, they might send him back out there. I kind of like to see him give a seat though because I don't want him worn out towards the end of the year. Just get his work in and get him down. 1-2 misses outside wide, 2-2. You got Alvarez at bat, and then after that, it's 2 right-handers. Three of the next 4 batters will be right-handers. The 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. Full count, down and in, ball 4. He might be running out of gas. He's at 51 pitches, though. He's a former starter. He has not thrown this many pitches in quite some time. Kranitz is on, just got off the phone with the bullpen. There are 2 outs. We're in the 8th. The Braves trail by 4. First pitch down and into Correa, 1-0. Swing and a miss. Throw down to third. Or down to second, excuse me. Smoke him if you got him. He got him. A one-hopper. Alvarez dead meat, and that'll end the inning. Alvarez doesn't steal many bags. He thought he'd try his hand with Drake, but the Drake says, not today, baby. Everybody's going to steal on me, but not the slow-ass designated hitter. We'll be back in a flash.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm really down.
Why is that? About the doctor's diagnosis?
Yeah, 6 months left. I mean, that's just, it's not much.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I know. Get married.
Why? I mean, does that make me live longer?
No, but it'll make it seem like forever.
No, I think we really need to be in front of a television set. You take TV out of this relationship, it is just torture.
Man, the way that so many of y'all get on this app every single day and clock in, punching your time card like it is your duty to comment on every single video that you come across, just looking for an argument, just begging everybody, please argue with me. You just need somebody to talk to, huh? I mean, is that it? What's going on at home, babe? I'm not offering. Don't call me. Circling back to the therapy option, let's start there. You need help. This behavior isn't normal. Let's take a break from the tic-tac videos and unpack those mommy issues.
They're talking good about you. You want to read that Twitter machine, man. Everybody's getting on that Twitter machine. You want to read it. My Twitter machine is turned off.
On October 1st, 1903, Nuff Said and his Royal Rooters were among the first to pass through the turnstiles to see the Boston Pilgrims take on the Pittsburgh Pirates in the very first championship series between the two leagues. It would be a best-of-9 game contest. Realizing that this was a golden opportunity to prove the superiority of his new league, Van Johnson ordered the Boston owner to beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had been favored to win, but Boston was aided by a series of disasters that undercut the Pirates. One pitcher had been injured. Their star shortstop, Honus Wagner, was playing hurt. And just as the series got underway, Ed Doheny, another pitcher, suffered a mental breakdown and was sent to an asylum.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way. Bottom of the 8th. Marcell Ozuna right there for a strike. Righty-righty matchup to De Los Santos. It's 1-0. Braves trail 1-0. The 1-0. Outside wide. Slider 2-0. 2-0 count. Four-seam fastball, 3 inches off the plate, 2-1. Marcell Ozuna just rolling his eyes. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2 four-seam fastball, 97 miles an hour. The 2-1. Outside wide, full count. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him. So 1 down and Nacho Alvarez, the batter. I was a little surprised we did not see as bad as Marcel's been swinging the bat. And you had the right-hander on the mound, tough right-hander. I was a little surprised we didn't see Jake Fraley either playing right field for Acuna, letting Acuna DH, or DHing altogether. Or maybe even Eli White. I mean, heck, he knocked one out last night. The 0-1 foul back, it's 0-2. The 0-2. Banged on the ground over to second. It's going to be an easy 4-3 put out. Urias to Walker, 2 away. First pitch on the way to Jerks and Profar as we flip over the line once again. Swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Wham! Knocks that down the line, but fouling out of play. It's 0-2. Oh-2 count. Righty-lefty matchup. 2 down. De Los Santos fires a 96-mile-an-hour fastball high and out of the zone. 1-2. Braves trail 6-2. Bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Swing! That ball's hammered down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble. Banged off the ground into the crowd, and it's going to be a 2-out double for the Jerk Store. Good piece of hitting, just stayed fair.
Well, the Jerk Store, Cole, they're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
That ball was annihilated. Just stayed fair. And they're going to go to the bullpen. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country. The Braves trail 6-2, but we got something going.
To left center. Can Andrew catch up with it? A diving catch ends the game!
Hit to deep.
right center field. Andrew Jones. Oh, good night. That's why that man's a Gold Glover. I mean, that saved 3 runs.
Where Singles Would Go to Die by D.M. McGee, 2024. He'd lean forth and... Welcome back. Lefty-lefty matchup. Southpaw King is into the game to face Matt Olson. First pitch is a four-seam fastball off the plate. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Down and away, 2-0. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Two-one count. King comes set. Down below the knees. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Swing. Pops it up. Down the left field line. Camping underneath it is the left fielder Cole, and that'll end the inning. Well, the Braves get one on, but can't do much with it. We'll go to the 9th inning. See if we can put a stop to the Astros and get a little luck going in the bottom.
I'm poor,
Yeah, you are.
Armchair.
Presents the world's first star in your own radio commercial. Okay, guys, whenever you hear this sound, insert your name.
Hi there.
Braves country.
Sorry I'm late. Sometimes there just aren't enough hours in the day to be a neurosurgeon and a swimwear model. Oh, am I thirsty? How about it?
Braves country.
Got anything tall and cool? Oh, those.
Braves country.
You are so thoughtful. But of course,
Braves country.
The first choice for every occasion. You know, I have a confession to make. If I ever had a son, I'd want to name him
Braves country.
Oh.
Braves country.
Come here. Now.
Braves country. Braves country. Braves country.
Well, you did very well in your first commercial.
Braves country.
Have a
Braves country.
You've earned it.
Armchair.
Do you ever miss the six-pack when you blow up between fights?
I'd rather be fat and happy than ripped. And like these people who are ripped all year round aren't happy. I'm not arsed. I don't care what they say. This six-pack's sound. I look great, but I'd rather be fat and happy, lad.
I think those Boston fans actually won that series for the Pilgrims. We beat them 3 out of the first 4 games, and then they'd start singing that damn Tessie song. You could hardly play ball. They were singing Tessie so damn loud. Like when Honus Wagner came to bat, they'd sing, Honus, why do you hit so badly?
The Boston Americans made it 5 victories out of 8 games played, which gives them a clear title to the highest honor ever achieved in baseball, Boston Globe.
The games proved so popular that the 2 leagues decided to hold a championship series every year. A team from Boston had beaten a team from Pittsburgh just 650 miles away, but the owners insisted on calling it the World Series.
Welcome back. Top of the 9th we go. Same 2 teams back at it tomorrow. 1:35 first pitch. Joey Wentz on the mound for the Braves tomorrow versus Valdez. First pitch on the way is a slider down and away to Carlos Correa. It's 1-0. Kinley, 4.31 ERA. Almost a 25% strikeout rate. 1-0. Slider misses 2-0. Really think that's going to be an underrated move when we go into the 2026 season. Kenley coming over from the Rockies at the deadline, just kind of an under-the-radar move is the 2-0 right there for a strike, 2-1. Still has 1 year left on his contract. And with him coming back, and you'll have PJ and Dylan Lee is the 2-1. Swing, pops it up. High and deep into right field. Just before the warning track, making the catch is Acuna for out number 1. I did get clarification from our Cincinnati Reds guy, because I asked him, I said, look, I just wanted to know about Diaz. Everything that I can find from him, his biggest issue was control and command. It had nothing to do with anything else. I wanted to just make sure there wasn't something that he had done in the clubhouse, had become like a cancer, and they had to train him. He said no, they couldn't fix him, so they decided to move on. So hopefully the Braves can find a way to fix him, though. When you see how the way Daysbel Hernandez has been, you wonder. But hopefully they'll get an offseason with him, can fix his control, because he still has that electric stuff. The 1-0 to Urias is down and away to it. Urias came over from the Orioles. He's in the game tonight because of what looked like an apparent injury to Altuve. It may have just been precautionary, because he seems like he's okay in the dugout, but you never know. The 2-0 pops it up, shallow right field. Ozzy's going to get to it. Him and Acuna almost collide. Acuna jumps out of the way. 2 down. Two down. Top of the 9th. First pitch on the way is a slider outside wide. It's 1 out. Ronald Acuna Jr. will be leading off the 9th inning for the Braves. It'll be Acuna, Baldwin, and Ozzy. If anybody gets on, you'll have Kim and Harris. 1-0 count. Righty-lefty, Sanchez 0 for 4 at the pitch. Inside, did not go for it. 2-0. They're listening to us in 11 different states tonight, in 2 different countries. Well, 3 if you count the United States, I guess. So welcome to Braves Country Radios. The 2-1 now to Sanchez. The infield is back and to the right. You can find us on Braves Country Radio, youtube.com/@Braves Country. The 2-1. Inside. 3-1. If it's your first time listening to Braves Country Radio, this is our 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. 3-1 count. Swing! Pops it up. Olsen looks like he's got a beat on it in foul territory. He'll make the catch right next to the camera well, and that'll end the inning. Well, we get one more chance in the heart of the orders coming to the dish. We'll be back in a flash here on Braves Country.
What's the difference between an enzyme and a hormone?
An enzyme? I don't know.
You can't hear an enzyme.
What do you mean you can't hear an enzyme? So you can't hear an enzyme, but you can hear a hormone? Oh my God, you're such an idiot.
Hey, Braves Country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. We're bringing you Atlanta Braves baseball all year long. Jump into our pregame show, Braves Country Today, just before first pitch. Stick around for the postgame show, Braves Country Tonight, where we will open up the phone lines and react to your calls or your comments all year long. That's Braves Country Radio, pitch by pitch, play by play, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
This one time, a boyfriend cheated on me, and I broke up with him on our way home. And while we were driving, he got so mad at me that he took my glasses off my face and threw them out the window. Was just like, all right, if you don't want to see me, then you don't need to see anyone. Good luck finding someone better, and also your way home. you, Joan.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by The Best Things in Life, which are still free with minimum purchase at participating dealers.
The Cubs' pitching mainstay was an Indiana farm boy, Mordecai Peter Centennial Brown, better known as Three Finger Brown, because of a boyhood accident with a feed cutter that destroyed most of his right index finger, paralyzed his little finger, and gave him a devastating curveball. Brown won 20 or more games, 6 years in a row.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way to Ron Acuna Jr. is a four-seam fastball. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. One count. Did he go around? He did not. 2-1. I still, even though I enjoy bringing the games overseas from time to time with the baseball, as a 2-1 pitch. Inside, did he go? They're going to call that a strike on the intertrack 2-2. It's the Army-Navy game for me that brings me the boost, because we bring those games as the 2-2, lifted down the line, foul, 3-2. It's the only college football game I do anymore, and bringing it to folks all around the world who don't have access to the game and seeing their reactions in the chat is really one of the cool things that we do all year long. The 2-2, did he go around? He did not. 3-2. So you got a full count now. You mean current Brave 77? The 3-2 swing. That ball's banged over towards third, but it got a piece of his foot, so dead ball. I don't know if I have a favorite. He's one of my favorites to watch, period. He's one of my favorite players. And the game's better when he's hitting well. It's more exciting. I don't know if he's my favorite, but I don't know if there's anyone that I like more. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. And when he's back to it next year, to me, that's going to be the year that's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot like 2023. If y'all remember in 21 when he tore his knee, came back in 22. He was good, but he wasn't all-star MVP level. Then he had a full year to recover, and in 23 he was lights out. That's when he went 40-70. And I think you're going to see something similar to that next year. I don't know if 40-70's on the table, but I think you're going to see a guy who's going to go out there and flirt with 40 home runs and every bit of 50 steals. The 0-1 bangs it over to second. Should be an easy 4-3 put out, and it is. 2 down. My favorite Brave all time is always going to be Dale Murphy. Dale Murphy to me was the reason why I started watching baseball. Growing up in the 90s, of course, I liked the big three and Chipper Jones. I was more of a John Smoltz fan than I was the other two pitchers. First pitch on the way to Ozzie is a chop foul. First strike, it's 0-1. I guess it's because Smoltz stuck with us, and Smoltz ended up gutting it out and going to the bullpen. And you could always rely on him in October. Is he going one outside wide? 1-1. But my all-time, if you ask me who my all-time favorite Brave that I got a chance to watch, it would definitely be Dale Murphy. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. But this crop of Braves players has so many just fun guys to watch play. We're just not getting a good year this year. But I mean, honestly, he hasn't been with us long. But I love Chris Sale Day. The 1-2 bangs it foul. We'll do it again. And I know he had a bad outing last night, but Herson Waldrop, and the sky's the limit for that kid. And Drake Baldwin's going through it right now, but I liked Glavine 77 until he pulled his stunt and went to the Mets for $2 million more. That to me was just nonsense. Ozzie fouls it off his foot one more time. The Braves are down to their last strike. Tell you who my least favorite Brave to watch, Brian Snicker. The 1-2 fouls that one off his leg, and this time Ozzie goes down. Hopefully he's okay. See where it got him. It got him on the, right there on the front leg. Might have got him on the shin bone. And Schwellenbach, man, I loved watching Schwellenbach till he fell apart this year, got injured. I can't wait for him to come back. The 1-2. Swing, chops it over to short. This should do it. 6-3 put out, and the Braves go quietly once again. 6-2, your final score. It was Bryce Elder not being able to get through 5, giving up 10 hits, 6 runs. He did strike out 7, but you got to keep the runs off the board. And Elder will go back to the drawing board. We'll see him a few more times before the season ends. Hopefully he can get it together. Tomorrow, Joey Wentz is going to try to bounce back. Joey Wentz got lit up his last time out, so hopefully he can bounce back. We'll come on the air tomorrow, 1:35 first pitch. We'll come on a little bit after 1 and get you set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play, your Atlanta Braves. And remember, set your fantasy lineups. We'll see you tomorrow, Braves country. Casey at the Bat by Ernest Lawrence Thayer. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, but with 1 inning more to play. And when Cooney died at first and Barrows did the same, a pall-like silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to the hope which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could but get a whack at that, we'd put up even money now with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did Jimmy Blake, and the former was a hoodoo while the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy sat, for there seemed but little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted and men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second and Flynn a hugging third. Then from 5,000 throats and more rose a lusty yell. It rumbled through the valley, it rattled in the dell. It pounded on the mountain and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile lit Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat. No stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. 10,000 eyes were on him as he rubbed his hands with dirt. 5,000 tongues applauded when he wiped them on his shirt. Then while the writhing pitcher ground the ball into his hip, defiance flashed in Casey's eye, a sneer cooled Casey's lip. And now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in a haughty grandeur there. Closed by the sturdy batsman, the ball unheeded sped. "That ain't my style," said Casey. "Strike one," the umpire said. From the benches black with people, there went up a muffled roar, like the beating of a storm waves on a stern and distant shore. "Kill him! Kill the umpire!" shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had not Casey raised his hand. With the smile of Christian charity, great Casey's visage shone. He stilled the rising tumult, he bade the game go on. He signaled to the pitcher, and once more the dun sphere flew. But Casey ignored it, and the umpire said, "Strike two." "Fraud!" cried the maddened thousands, and echoed answered, "Fraud!" But one scornful look from Casey, and the audience was awed. They saw his face grow stern and cold. They saw his muscles strain. And they knew that Casey wouldn't let that ball go by again. The sneer is from Casey's lip. His teeth are clenched in hate. He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate. And now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. And now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow. Oh, somewhere in the favored land, the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Casey at the Bat, Ernest Lawrence Thayer, published June 3rd, 1888. San Francisco Examiner.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.